I imagine there'd be less lag on the field of the map field.
Ta-da!
If they didn't follow you too, because that's 3 sprites the game doesn't have to render. Usually games this old have like a very limited sprite limitations on screen. That's why it starts to lag when more things are on the field. Although I imagine on the Dreamcast, the Saturn, it didn't have that issue. And so if they just took it away, people would be upset. So they probably left it in on purpose despite the lag. That would be my guess. Due to the sprite limitations, we've decided to switch to Sierra Mist.
Here goes!
Wow, that spell sucks. I thought it was a wider range than that. That's garbage.
Blow, storm, blow!
I don't want to know what your fart smell sound like. That's troublesome if you sound like a spring sprite.
Oh, wind, twist like a tornado.
Not bad, eh?
Wow. Fancy. That's a fancy hunk of plastic. I wonder if this dungeon is like limited or something. Well, I mean, obviously it's limited, but I'm curious as to what the limitation is. Like, is it like increasing difficulty up through current end game and post game, or whether or not it's attuned specifically for this area, this level, and then I'll be able to clear it or not. I wonder. $500? Wow. What is it made out of to be $500? It's got to be. It can't be plastic if it's $500. There's no way.
Blow, storm, blow!
So, plastic. Dude, I remember getting Franklin Mint, like, pewter, crystal, metallic statues that were, like, heavy and well-built and crafted for, like, 200 bucks is what they would be. Like, I would look at their catalogs. I used to have one Franklin Mint statue, but a friend broke it. It's this badass dragon. And those were like actually like decent material and heavy and, you know, sturdy. It felt awesome. This is like, not a fan of that price for what it is. Oh, sweet, my game froze again. Nice, awesome. Well, I guess we're not doing this dungeon. I was gonna do more of it, but it's being optional and that my game just froze 2 levels in, just gonna leave it. Just gonna leave it. My disc is bad? Nope, has nothing to do with the disc, because this is an entirely different disc. This is disc 2, not disc 1. Of course it's used. You can't get this game brand new unless you want to pay like $5,000. The discs are in good shape. It has nothing to do with the discs. I promise you. PS2 is fine as well. It has nothing to do with the PS2. It just has to do with the fact that this game often freezes. It's a known issue. God dang it, Kuja, how could you make my game freeze like that? Ooh, money. You know what? I have a vague memory of this dungeon. Very, very vague memory of like fighting a battle and then casting explosion magic. And like that's it. That's the only memory of it. Not who was with me, not the contents of the dungeon, just fighting a battle near the exit and casting explosion. Or an explosion element spell, anyway. Does the PC version freeze? The PC version is a remaster. It's very unlikely that it freezes. I'm pretty sure the reason that this freezes is because it's a strain on the PlayStation hardware. And so when you're doing multiple actions or repeated actions or things like that, it just gets stuck and can't process something. Which is probably why it freezes so often for speedrunners, because they're really pushing the speed limits, you know? They're doing actions much more in much faster succession. Disappointed with this sand wall. Sand doesn't build like that. It would fall down. They should have made some rock there, like this part right here. What does this lead to? It just opened up? Okay. The PC version is the Switch version. It's the remaster. That's where we came in. But yeah, they have a lot of the entire environments being 3D like this, on top of the fact that there's a lot of sprites on screen all the time. No surprise that it freezes a lot. Keep in mind that this was a Sega Saturn game. Plus 30 move, longer move range. Nah. This was a Saturn game originally, which has a much higher processing power than a PlayStation, and the game actually looks a lot better on Saturn too. It is the better version by far, but it was a Japanese only release for the Sega Saturn, so you can't get that on. I mean, you can. You would have to get a Japanese Sega Saturn or have a region-free modification attached, and then of course you'd need to be able to read it Japanese. I do have a Japanese copy of the Sega Saturn Grandia game because it's like $5. They're really cheap. And then when I wanted to replay it in Japanese on Sega Saturn a little bit after I played this version, for that very reason, to see what the difference was. But yeah, more or less, it's just. Oh, another special stage. Weird. There's a whole bunch of them. Gosh, I really want to do these, but like, it feels like they're trials to get through, you know? Like they're long dungeons without save points, you know? So it's like, do I really want to risk that? What's so special about them? They're just special. Special as in extra, as in optional. Hello. Please listen to my request. My bravery and strength are second to none, so what is it? This place overflows with curse and sorrow and darkness too. My sister was a lover of shiny things. She collected many things, and then one day, somehow, by a twist of fate, my sister got a hold of this cursed sword. Our father perished, and that sorrow brought the darkness. Please break the curse of the sword. Okay. If it's not super long, then I'll give it a go. This is an interesting design. We'll try this one. If the game logs up, then again, we give up.
Oh, wind, twist like a tornado.
Uh-oh. They did not take very much damage from that.
Giant blast!
Oh, they took plenty from that. Bones are weak to explosion, by the way.
Hi-ya! Hi-ya!
Ow. This appears to be a little above my level grade.
This'll teach you.
Got him. So they're not taking any damage because they have high defense, by the way. That's why. Has nothing to do with immunity.
Power of ice.
See how much experience I get, though.
Not bad, eh?
200. And some change. Basically garbage. Small room. Sure, we'll go in the small room. The log... Oh, never mind. I thought the log was on fire. It looked like the log stopped being on fire when I did the close-up view. If this dungeon is just like... What the hell is that? A few rooms? With the save point there in the central location? This'll be fine, even if it locks up.
Blow, storm, blow!
Let's blow these guys! Blow these guys away.
I'm gonna knock y'all down at once! Ha! Hurrah!
Have you never seen Demolition Man? Nobody's perfect, I suppose.
No problem. Woo!
It's not my quote, though. It's Demolition Man. With Sandra Bullock and Sylvester Stallone. And Denzel? Not Denzel Washington. Freaking... Oh, gosh. Oh, what's his name? Wesley Snipes. Man, I haven't heard that name in so long. Wesley Snipes if Wesley Snipes was a little more swole, he'd make an awesome Barrett. Oh jeez. I was like, somehow that sneeze got stuff everywhere. You're welcome. Did I smack my rump 3 times before sneezing? I didn't. That's probably why I got it everywhere. Boom, pow, bang, bazoom, badab, 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 bow.
Giant blast!
How was the soldier's graveyard? I locked up on the 3rd level, so I gave up. Oh, dude, I love Coming to America. But there's a sequel to that movie come out in 2020. Oh boy. They really just going ham on the freaking revivals of literally everything in the last 30 years, dude. Oh, I did not expect that. Uh-oh. Hahaha, I'm in danger.
I'll remember this.
I'll remember this. Sure you will.
Awaken!
You know what I find very interesting about this game's combat design is that the game isn't hard unless you put yourself in a position of
giant blast,
of like risk. Like if you get ambushed, suddenly things are like ruh-roh. But if you don't get ambushed, it's fine. I like that. I like that, like, it's kind of up to you to not get ambushed. And when you do, things can get a little hairy. I like that. I'm just gonna dragon cut this nerd.
Gadwin's secret move, Dragon King Slice. That was close.
Yeah, bad things happen if you don't pay your taxes, especially when you make a lot of money, like an actor does. Hey, what's up, Zootmaster? I'm doing good, how are you? I am doing good. How are you today? Kill him! Salamandile. Clearly they're vulnerable to explosions. Can we just assume that everything is vulnerable to literal explosions?
Take this. Pretty easy.
Legit charm. We got a legit charm. What? I thought I managed my inventory before I headed over here. Let's take a look. It's probably garbage. Yes, it is. Treasure! Death mask. Okay. Sounds safe. Slows IP loss. That feels like awkward wording. Her defense is garbage. Desu mask. I see. I didn't realize her defense was so low. Zombies? Wow, that's the first zombie I've seen. What? Oh god, this is bad. Oh, not so bad. They're very slow. I see.
Blaze brightly, O flame.
Are their heads like hanging off their back? Like it looks like their heads have been like half cut off and they're just hanging down on their back.
Giant blast!
It is. That's their spine showing. That's messed up, man. Oh wow, they are very vulnerable to magic.
What a cinch!
950 damage. It's just random encounters. Random encounters give very little experience, whereas everything else, like bosses, give plenty. You're mostly leveling off of bosses, just like Earthbound. No, not necessarily weak to fire, because I used fire with Fina and it didn't do that much damage. Wow, that actually didn't kill him. Oh, they're just weak to everything. Holy crap. They just have loads of HP and they're just weak to everything.
I'm gonna knock y'all down at once. Ha!
I'm gonna knock y'all down at once. K-Coda.
Woo!
Yeah! Down a rope and ride some cattle. Dark armor. I should just trash that gift. Oh no, I can't get rid of her. I can't get rid of her battle bikini. Restores SP when damaged. Battle bikini increases our offense. Amazing. Restores SP when damaged. I mean, I kind of want that on her, but I've already dropped her offense. I mean, I should just give it to her because, like, she lives off of SP. You know, she needs more ways of getting SP. That's good. Yeah, but the way attack works in this game, sometimes you have to break thresholds in order to do damage, and then damage gets huge once you do, so having more attack is gigantic versus it just being like a little bit more damage.
Burnout!
Oh. Okay. Hey Rocco, what's up?
Hi-ya! Hi-ya!
I mean, not just more damage, but significantly more damage. Just another day.
There's no use in hiding.
It's just another day here too. Oh boy.
Oh, wind, twist like a tornado.
Burn to a crisp!
Thor cut. Oh hey, I learned Thor cut again.
All right, we won!
I forgot I had learned that and then unlearned it because the game froze. Smile. Ah, frick.
Burnout!
It is a good thing that
There's no
zombies are
use in
slow
hiding.
and highly vulnerable to damage.
Come back with reinforcements.
Come back with reinforcements? They had like 8 of them, man. I'm gonna go back and save it because I fought a lot of things.